Hello, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. I just got off the phone with a customer of mine who was complaining about the quality of his standoffs. And I took some time and I explained to him each of the standoffs, and at that time he really understood a lot better what each one was for, and the particular usage that I had in mind when I designed these standoffs. So what I'm going to do, so I don't have to have a lot more of these discussions without people really understanding what they're for and what the usage is, I want to spend a little time talking to YouTube land out there about each one of these and its use. So let's start with the first one. Okay, I went and grabbed one of our little hex kits here from the warehouse, and I'm gonna pull one of these out at a time here and talk to you about it. See this one? This is our what I call our aluminum hex standoff. Okay, it's 3/4 of an inch high by 1 3/16 in diameter, or hex measurement here. 1 3/16. Anyway, and it's got a 1/2 13 thread down the middle. And this one has the 1/2 13 thread on the post. And the thread is a 1/2 inch high. So this is a handy little 6061 aluminum standoff that's anodized. It's got a clear coat anodized, and it's handy. But it's designed to be disposable. It's a bang up type standoff. So if you wreck it, you know, that's what it's supposed to be for. It's for fast setups, so you can screw these things in real quick. And if you run into one with a mill or something, it doesn't take out your mill and it doesn't destroy your drill or anything like that. It just takes a beating. And you know, if you beat them up real bad, you could probably face a bunch of them down, you know, 1/4 inch or so, and have yourself, you know, 1/2 inch high standoffs or 3/8 or something, you know, as time goes on. But you can also thread, you know, you can thread a bolt into there so that you could make this part of a clamp too. So anyway, I designed these things to be disposable. They're not super high tolerance. The 3/4 distance here is ±1, and that should be good enough for just about anything light duty users are making. And if you needed to, you could also thread it down, tighten it onto the table, and face a bunch of them off so that they're all perfectly the same height. And that would work well also, as far as I'm concerned. Just a light dusting will make them all perfectly the same height, if you had something that was higher tolerance that you wanted to do. So that's the first one we're talking about. The next one is real similar to that, except it's a cold finish steel. It's a low carbon 1018 cold finish steel. This is a soft steel. It hasn't been heat treated or hardened or anything. It does have a black oxide finish, but it's not hard. So it's just like the aluminum one, but one step harder, and it also has the threaded post and the 1/2 13 threaded hole in the center, if you can see that. So this is just a little bit harder. So the same thing, but you know, a little bit harder and a little bit more rigid for you to clamp on if you're doing a big steel job or something. And very useful. Still within 1 on the overall length. It's within 1/1000th on the height, and the same 1 3/16 diameter. Okay, the next one I want to talk about are the same things, except they have a 1/2 inch post, and this one's got like a little little peg on the bottom for the board holes, so that you can stick this in the top of a board hole instead of threading it into one of my threaded holes in one of the Tosa Tool plates. So same dimensions all around. This is again the cold finish 1018 steel with a hot black oxide finish, and the only difference is this one has, like I said, the peg instead of the threaded post. And the same thing with the aluminum, with the peg instead of the post. Now, the next ones I want to talk about are our higher tolerance aluminum standoffs. And these also have a hardened screw jack stand in them. Okay, now that's got a set screw in the side, and it's got a jack stand set screw in the middle, so that you can jack these things up and make them higher if you need to. And here, see, look at how high you can crank that thing up. I can crank it all the way about double the normal height, and you can tighten the little set screw on it so that your screw is rigid. And that's a little jack stand for things that are uneven, or if you need a higher standoff. But this is a 7075 aluminum, and it's got the same peg design in there. That's actually a peg design that I copied out of my fixturing handbook. Anyway, so we got these in 7075 anodized aluminum, and we have these in like this, in a little baggie in the kit. We have them in a 4140 pre-hard hot black oxide version. And these are high precision finished standoffs, and these are supposed to be plus or minus 0.5 thousand, and they are dead on 0.750. These are the hard ones. These are the ones that you do not want to run into with your tools. So if you're sure that you need a hard standoff, and you're not going to run into it, and you need the precision height and things like that, go ahead and use one of these. This is what it's for. I got the pegs in the bottom, or the threaded posts. I got the 1/2-13 threads, and those threads are they are exactly a 1/2 inch long. So this will work in, of course, any of my modular Tosa Tool modular plates, and probably just about any other application. Maybe even go into one of those John Saunders plates. And you could probably grind down one of these nubs for so it will work in one of those too, or sand them down. But anyway, these are my standoffs. That's part of my my hex standoff kit that is available on my website, www.tosatool.com, as it says above me right here. We make these, and I have hundreds of these kits in stock, and they are available to ship immediately. All right, that's pretty much it for week 1 of Dan's Views from the Desk. A few more things I want to touch on before I go. I'm in the middle of getting a bunch of designs up on the website for different mills that we've made plates for over the years. We've made plates for Bolton mills, Novacon mills, of course Tormach, Skyfire mills, Smithy's Automate series, some of the smaller Grizzly manual mills, CNC Master mills, Haas, and it looks like maybe I'll get a design up for a Mori MV40 that I did as well. We're gonna put those up on the site. That's one of the new developments, and I'm also I got a bunch of new designs for new components that we're going to be putting up on the site as well. Now that we have the newer shop and more machines at our disposal, we are capable of much faster reaction times, and we can design and make things pretty quick. So we look forward to new customers, and we look forward to supporting these the rest of these mills, and we hope our customers are appreciative of all the new components. And also, always, if you have an idea for a modular component and you need it made professionally, you need it made to tolerance, and you need it ground and some of the other things we offer, please feel free to submit it to us. We'll give you our best quote. In the past, our quotes have been higher a lot of the time because I had to shop things out to my neighbors to get done. And now we are capable of doing 99% in-house. So my rates are better, and my capabilities are larger. We have CMM in the house. We have 3D printing in-house now. I have laser marking and laser cutting available in-house, in addition to our 30 by 60 CNC mill and our 25 by 50 CNC mill. So we're well equipped. We're well equipped to make things, and show me your design. If you need to, get me to sign a release. If you feel like you've got something you don't want copied, I'm happy to sign those, and they're available on my website. Before you even talk to me, you can have me sign one. Thank you, and have a good day, have a good week, and happy making.